Shalom, Israel. Want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BAHASHAM, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who teach and rule well at great millstone, and peace and salutations and peace and mercy to the prophets, the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and to the men and women of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Shalom. Back with another lesson. I'll title this one, The Robbery of the Wicked. The Robbery of the Wicked. And we'll hop right into it. We'll hop right into this. We're going to go to Job 9 and 24. Job 9 and 24. And it reads, The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? See, this is the question everybody, ultimately Israel, you Jakes, you need to ask yourself, because the Lord is he's telling you and asking you right now. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. They've had these kingdoms that's been set up, and that's been destroyed, and then another one come, and then another one get destroyed. It's 4 kingdoms. We're on the last kingdom, which would be the revival of the Roman Empire, the Edomite nation, the so-called Caucasian white folks, the red people. And they are in rulership today as of September, September 29th, 2022. They are in rulership. The government, Esau's government is predominantly all Edomites, and they hold the top positions. Yeah, you got some Jakes scattered in there, mingled in there, but the top positions is Esau, Edom, the businesses around the world, and ultimately here in Babylon, America, the CEOs of these top companies of the top businesses. These the Home Depots. These tech companies. The food supply, the food chains, these factories. These businesses, these corporations, they are owned by Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Who's printing the money? Is it Jake printing that money? The gas, the oil. Who's in control of that? Is Jake in control of that? The auto industry. Is Jake in control of that? The American military. Who's in control of that? Who has the last say so in that American military? Is it Jake? Is it these other nations? I don't think so. It's Esau, Edom. That's why the Lord said the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And it's Esau, Edom. who has robbed. We can go back back to in Jerusalem, you know, with the heathens, with them stealing the Lord's temple, all the way to or stealing out of his temple. When the Romans, with that under that Titus and that Vespasian, when they went in there and ransacked the Lord's temple and stole you know, all of his goods, all of his belongings. The Lord ain't forgot about that, man. The Lord, and them same men that did that back then are right back here again today. They're right back here again today. See? The Lord ain't forgot about that. Esau has robbed and raped and murdered all over this world. Matter of fact, let me get let me get that real quick. You robbed and stole all these lands. You see, what is that? See, you robbed, you stole, or colonized all these lands across the world. What is it? Psalm 49:11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. They've colonized all over this world, and that's what they finna try to do over there with Russia and Ukraine. Esau is trying to take over the whole world. He's trying to colonize everything. It says their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. You see, you can go as far as back as Caesar Borgia, with that Christopher Colombo, the Borgias. It says they call their lands after their own names. They've colonized all these different places across all these different countries across the world, and they've named them after their own names. At the Africa, the America, the list goes on. France, you know, all these different countries. Esau has conquered and colonized, and then the ones that don't want to obey and get down with the wicked, they sanction you. Esau done stole all this oil, you know, went in there and just invaded all these countries. Let's go to Proverbs. Esau got it's just too much. It's just too much you got to pay for, and it's all coming out. It's all coming out. I mean, your time is winding down. You're gonna pay for everything that you stole. You're gonna give it up. You so-called Caucasian white folks, you are going to give it up. Everything. And your final destination is going into slavery. See? Proverbs 21. Proverbs 21 and 6. It says, the getting of treasures by a lying tongue is a vanity tossed to and fro of them that seek death. The getting of treasures by a lying tongue. And that's what Esau has done. Going back to when Caesar Borgia or Christopher Colombo, lying to Gad. We coming in peace. No, you ain't coming in peace. You're tricking, you didn't trick people into getting this juice. That Christopher Colombo coming over here tricking the northern tribes. You didn't put out all these bio weapons. You've lied to the world on what God, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Esau has lied on what YAHAWAHSHI, the son really looks like. They put up these false images of blonde hair, blue eyes. You're robbing the people of ultimately Israel. You done robbed them of everything. Then you're robbing your own people across the whole world of their own rights. You see? The freedom of speech. You're spying on everyone. You can just take that Bill of Rights. You Americans, and even across the world, man, that Bill of Rights that you have, you might as well take that Bill of Rights and rip it up and throw it in the trash. Because Esau, they've lied, they've robbed, they're robbing you of everything. You have temporarily privileges at this point. You see, now they're lying to you about the food in the supply chain. And it's them that's doing this. It's Esau Edom, the people in government that's doing this. Creating this shortage on supplies and food. They're doing this on purpose. It says the getting of treasures by a lying tongue is a vanity tossed to and fro of them that seek death. You got all these tax frauds, racketeering. I mean, you got all these sex scandals, these human trafficking, the deep state. I mean, the level of wickedness, that so-called royal family, the Queen Elizabeth, the Prince Harry, Prince Charles, King Charles, they are not the real people. That's based on Jake, man. I mean, they've lied about everything. You've lied about going to the moon. You've never went on the moon. No man has ever stepped foot on the moon. On walked this planet. Ain't no man step foot on this moon. Then on the moon, then they talking about they supposed to send that rocket or that spacecraft to that Artemis 1, quote me if I'm wrong, to the moon, and it's been delayed and delayed and delayed. And they plan to be there by what, so-called 2025? No man, your NASA will never go on the planet, on the moon. No, Esau will never step foot on that moon. Never. You will never step foot on none of these planets. Never have and never will. One big gigantic one big gigantic wall full of lies. You see? You see? It says, 7, the robbery of the wicked shall destroy them. The robbery of the wicked shall destroy them, because they refuse to do judgment. You see? And then you're teaching the kids in school. You know, you're not teaching the kids the true knowledge of. You're not teaching the kids about the Lord in school. You're not. You're you you have a day of Christopher Columbus. You're not telling the kids on what he did to the so-called Native Americans. You are not coming out full-blown and telling the truth about that. You've lied and created a holiday after all those men, women, and children that were murdered from the northern tribe, them so-called the so-called Native American Indians. What you did to the Latinos and that Spanish Inquisition. Tortured and raped and burned. And then what you've done to Jake been with so-called Negroes. The tribes have been sold all over into the world, across the world, into slavery, thrown in prisons for life, doing 100 years for running a red light. Jake will get 100 years to life for running a red light. You've lied and robbed everything. Everything that you got is you're gonna give that back up. You're gonna lose everything that you had, man. Everything, Esau. Let's go to what was that? I think I have one more. Got a couple precepts written down. Let me go to Matthew, because this is ultimately what is coming to, with this Edomite nation. You see, because the Lord told you, and this is what we're witnessing right now. What was that? That's what it was. Salakia. Yep. Matthew 12 and 25. And see, and this is what we're witnessing right now. It says, and YAHAWAHSHI, Matthew 12 and 25, and it reads, and YAHAWAHSHI knew their thoughts, and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. And this place, America, is about to be a desolate place because it's completely divided. Not only that, but also amongst the Edomites. That Russia, Ukraine, all in NATO, they're all Edomites. That's that Edomite nation. And they're divided against each other. They're divided. The so-called Israelis, the Jewish, with the Edomites over here, the whites over here, the so-called whites, and the so-called whites over there in Russia, they are all the same people, and they're divided against each other. They are divided. Their whole kingdom, the Democrat, Republic, they're both wicked, and they're divided against each other. NATO is about to turn on this place, America. Everybody is going to turn on this place. The Lord is going to let all these Edomites and these other nations just destroy each other. And the Lord is going to be in the midst of that with the angels to shoot them laser beams down and to destroy all this, man. It says, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. We're witnessing the collapse of this society and this country, America, and even across the world. That's in cahoots, in hand in hand, joined unto this beast system. We're witnessing the collapse. This is why you see the uproars and the protests getting violent. They're getting more and more violent. People are getting killed in these protests. See? Because they're divided. They're divided. See? Let me go to Ezekiel. I'll close out with this too. Ezekiel, what is that? Yep. Yep. I'll start at 13, and it reads Ezekiel 33 and 13, and it reads, when I shall say to the righteous that he shall surely live, if he trust to his own righteousness and commit iniquity, all his righteousness shall not be remembered. But for his iniquity that he hath committed, he shall die for it. And you see what Esau is doing. Esau has committed sin upon sin. His sins then reached upon unto the heavens. Esau has all the money. They have all the wealth, all these lands. You have everything. You're flying in and out of space, going to your space stations. You have one of the top armies. You have everything. But here you go, you going so far to strip your own people and ultimately to strip Israel from every single thing that they have. And try to control people. You allow boys on boys and girls on girls. You're in a country in this place, and you can worship anything. You can worship a pillow. All this idol worship and demonic rituals going on. 14. Again, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die. Thou shalt surely die. And it just told you in Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. It says, again, when I say unto you, the wicked, thou shalt surely die. If he turn from his sin and do that which is lawful and right. 15. If the wicked restore the pledge. You see, and here America, then put that in God we trust. You can convicted your own self with that and condemned your own self with that. If the wicked restore the pledge, give again that he had robbed. Walk in the statutes of life without committing iniquity. He shall surely live. He shall not die. See, by you putting that in God we trust on your money, and then painting these pictures of the angels and the Lord that's white, and you've convicted yourself, man.